Hey everybody, it's Coin Snobz. I'm Keith,
I'm Jason.
and today we went to the bank and got 2 boxes of quarters. So we got from Loomis, this one's stamped January 15th.
Yeah.
That was January 6th. So we're going to crack these open and see if we got it circulated or if we got new quarters. So let's take a look.
Probably circulated, judging by the dates, but you never
Judging
know.
by the dates, yeah. But
You never know. Let's take a look.
Those are circulated.
Circulated. All right.
So that's okay. And box number 2. As I mangle it.
That happens.
Box number 2 is circulated.
That's all right. I'm not gonna cry about it.
Nope.
There's got to be some W's and silver in there somewhere.
Yeah, 2 boxes. Hopefully we'll get something out of it.
Got to be something in there. All right, we're gonna go through one of these one at a time, and we will be right back with you. All right, everybody, here is the goodies. Let's see what we got here. First off, we got a bunch of these fellas. Die cracks, because, you know, what would a box hunt of anything be without Philadelphia die cracks? However, some of these are really interesting. There's some really dramatic ones, and of course, a spitting horse, of course. Which, I mean, that's cool because we didn't find hardly any of them. Actually, we didn't find any at all for the longest time, and then all of a sudden we found a decent amount the past month or two, so I guess that's a good thing. Shouldn't complain. And down here we got the extra claw Alaska quarters, which we always find a ton of those. One of them I'm going to show to you under the scope though, because it's really, really crazy. Like, I mean, we're talking extra claw, like it's serious. And of course we have struck through. Because again, we're pretty lucky with the struck through coins. Some of them are really nice, actually. This Nebraska is not only struck through, but really nice mint state condition, so that's a good thing. And some decent looking 2009s. Not great, but pretty decent, pretty okay. And then we have some mint state coins. We have an El Yunque that's in really nice condition. Some National Park quarters are in good condition. I say pork or park? We're gonna go with park. National Park quarters, really neatly toned Denver Guam. Really nice Arizona state quarter, a couple of Alabama nice state quarters. South Carolina, New York, pretty good looking stuff. And a mint state Nebraska. For some reason it made its way down there. Not sure why I decided to move that, but whatever. Sorry, I had to cut the video there for a second because here I am trying to make a video and the trash man just wasn't having it. So we cut him out. Anyways, one single clashed quarter. Not super dramatic, but not bad. One proof quarter. And then a surprise. Anyways, one more final overview. And let's go to the scope. Alright, number 1 is this ugly spitting horse. 1999 Philadelphia, Delaware. It is definitely there. I mean, it's hard to tell because it is so terribly worn. But there it is, going right through the sea, right from the horse's mouth. 1994 Philadelphia, with a super dramatic die crack there, along the bottom of Washington's bust. Not that I have to tell you where it's at, because it's pretty obvious. And I mean, we do keep every die crack that we find, but it's really cool to find them that dramatic. I mean, that's pretty intense right there. I mean, you can be pretty well rest assured that not too long after this particular coin was struck, that die just probably shattered there on the bottom and a giant chunk came off. I would suspect, but as we all know, Philadelphia is notorious for using those dies until they just detonate. I mean, we've seen some pretty nasty looking quarters and half dollars and everything else, but yep, good old Philadelphia die crack. 1996 Philadelphia, die crack at the bottom of his ponytail right there, coming off the bottom of the bust. But could that be the only die crack? Nah. It's Philadelphia. We gotta have bonuses. Right there off the beak. Almost looks like the eagle's got laser eyes, got laser beams shooting out of his face, or out of his eyeballs. All the way to the rim, through the D in United, through his wing, through everything. Again, we find quite a few die cracks, but it's nice when they're that dramatic, and it's even better when it's on both sides. 1994 Philadelphia. Tell you what, Philadelphia Mint was definitely just kind of phoning it in the 90s. I mean, they're just a warehouse for die cracks. On the reverse this time, off the right side of the bottom of the branch, going all the way through the O. And as you can see, it is a heavily worn die. Especially obvious on the reverse with all of that metal flow going around the devices of the coin. I mean, it just looks like it's been struck through pudding. And at first glance, it's really exciting to see because it looks like it's just covered in some kind of doubling, but unfortunately, it's just from that heavily worn die, allowing all that metal to go right around the devices and just kind of creep everywhere. I mean, the bottom of the wing, it's just, the whole thing is just crazy. And then the U in unum, that particularly looked like it was double dyed, but it's not. It's just metal flow from a really old die. But cool to look at nonetheless, especially with that massive die crack down there. 1983 Philadelphia. We of course always pay special attention to these because these are known for having the spitting eagle on the reverse. And this one we think could be one. Maybe it's just an older die state to where the crack was starting to wear out. See if I can find a good angle here where the light can actually hit it. You can kind of see it. There we go. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that's a spitting eagle? I mean, it looks exactly like all of the photographs that I've seen, anyways, of the spitting eagle. It's not like entirely there. I don't know. Sorry about the light again. I know it's hard to see with these LEDs, but yeah, I mean, you can see it start right about here. I know it's kind of hard to see my cursor. I need to find some kind of a program or something that makes the cursor bigger. I can make it bigger through Windows, but not enough to where it really makes that much of a difference, I don't think. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Is that a spitting eagle or not? We're going to keep it anyways, just in case, because, I mean, we'd be heartbroken to find out if later, oh, you know, it was a spitting eagle, but it's not like it's taken up a lot of real estate in the collection. And as promised, I'm only going to show you one of the Extra Claw 2008 Alaska quarters. I have to show you this one because, I mean, what is that? I mean, it looks like it's wearing a giant gold ring or something. That's not even like an Extra Claw. That is a giant die chip. That's crazy. I mean, we have quite a few of the Extra Claws, but I don't even know what you would call that. I mean, overall, the coin is in, as you would expect, condition, I guess you'd call it, but it's pretty intense. And a quick look at this single sad 1982S proof quarter. As you can see, he was once a beautiful proud coin, beautiful mirror-like fields, and frosty devices. Definitely a decam coin at one point, but not so much anymore. Spent into oblivion. Got a little bit of a double rim there too, which is kind of odd on a proof coin. But yeah, he's not so pretty anymore. But as you guys know, we can't get rid of him because it's still a proof coin. I mean, you can't do that. It's, you know, we gotta give him a forever home. Even if he's basically just worth a quarter. But that's okay. And our little surprise finish, as you guys probably figured out by now, or especially if you went through and were able to pause the video when I ran over it real quick. 1 West Point quarter. Of course, it's a quarter. That's what we're doing right now. I don't know why I specified that it was a quarter. But anyways, it has been circulating, which is pretty sad, but it's kind of along the same lines as the proof coin. I mean, they only made 2 million of these, so it's not like we're gonna throw this back into circulation. And what's even better than that is this is literally the first West Point struck quarter. A lol. Which makes it even better. I mean, it's not actually like literally the first West Point quarter, but you know, the first West Point design. It'd be kind of cool if you could pedigree coins like that and say, hey, this is the first one ever struck, but I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But either way, it's a West Point, and it is going into the collection. Ugly or not. But that's the more interesting stuff, guys. Until next time, God bless, love you all, and we will see you soon.